What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Overwatch 2 news that is really upsetting people. Now, I'm not really into Overwatch at all. I'm in this, in this story as an observer, and it's a troubling thing, I think, is what they're doing. So for those that do not know, Overwatch is coming out in some form. I don't know if it's the full version or some sort of, but you can play the game, I believe, on October 4th. So we're like right around the corner of this game being available. And they dropped, I believe it was yesterday, basically different defensive measures that they're going to be taking with the game. Two of really the only two things being that you need to have a phone number. You need to link your phone number with the Battle.net account, and also that they're going to be monitoring the transcripts, your audio, the logs, in whatever system or device that you're playing the game on. Both of which are pretty troubling. The phone number thing is kind of scary, that you need to give them your phone number. Now, the reason they say it is so that you have it linked to your account, and when you get banned, or if you get banned, let's say, right, you can't just create alternate accounts, which, granted, from everything that I was reading up on, it does seem like, people that get banned and then just create these alternate accounts to continue to ruin the game, that does hurt the game. That really upsets people. So there's clearly a need to address people that purposely ruin the game, get caught, get banned, and then just do it again in a different account. I'm in agreement that that stuff needs to not happen. I don't play a ton of multiplayer games. I don't play almost any game. I don't think any game at all like Overwatch, so I don't really know what it's like, but I know, for the upcoming Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, if there's people going out there just breaking the game, I'm probably not going to be all that happy, right? So I do understand that. Now, giving your phone number away, though, is not what I would do. I think that's pretty darn stupid, both from a they're not the most trustworthy company of all time. A lot of people are pointing this out. They're kind of a shady company, and the point could be made, look, a lot of bad things happen with your phone. A lot of stuff happens with this thing just on a day-to-day basis, and the stuff that people could get from it just, naturally is pretty high. And I do want to come across pretty clear, right? The people, I guess I would laugh at the people that get mad over Overwatch 2's phone number stuff, but don't really recognize the, I don't know, what certain companies have access to in your day-to-day life, right? But if you call it out consistently, which I do think I've been pretty darn consistent in just not really being okay at all with how technology, monitors and stores and all that stuff, I think if you're pretty consistent, then it makes a lot of sense to continue to be mad about the Overwatch 2 thing. If you're only mad about Overwatch 2's phone number thing and nothing else, you need to do a little research and look around the world of what actually happens. But that's just my opinion. That's stupid. I think across the board, a lot of people are mad about it. But also, there is a second part, the audio logs, which is quite fun. But one thing too with the phone number, right, is that you can't actually do prepaid phone numbers. Now, this factually is going to stop certain people in certain territories, because some people in territories, I guess some territories in general, really the most popular option is prepaid, lines. So all those people, you can't do it. Also, I believe to play Overwatch 1 when Overwatch 2 comes out, if you have the box version of, I think no matter what, you have to put in your phone number to play Overwatch, 1 as well. So basically, you have people that have been playing these games or playing, say, Overwatch for 6 years. They want to go in Overwatch 2, or they just want to stay in Overwatch, and you're now requiring a phone number, and you can't use the same phone number for more than one account. So you're having parents with kids being screwed. Also, I think they said Cricket doesn't work. So literally the entire cellular, company of Cricket, if you have a phone line through them, that just does, they just literally don't take that. So it is going to stop people. Now, of course, there's the argument of, well, what hurts the game more? Would adding a phone number hurt the game more, or allowing these cheaters and people that ruin the game's experience to keep coming back? Which one hurts the game more? To be honest, I think the phone number, because I think a lot of people are upset about the phone number, but also, even if you say, well, that's kind of manufactured online, not everybody's upset about the giving them the phone number thing. Well, okay, but the prepaid stuff and the Cricket stuff, that is factually eliminating people. How many people that have Cricket are going to change phone services to play Overwatch 2? How many? I mean, come on. Real. And if you do, I mean, it's definitely up to you. It's your money, but boy, oh boy, that's quite the reason to change your cell phone, provider. That's just my opinion. Then, of course, you have the audio stuff. So basically, what this is, I don't think this is at launch. This is a little bit after, but they're gonna basically just be recording all audio. And all right, again, this happens all the time, literally all the time. So again, if you're going to be mad about it, I really hope you know about the larger picture. If you're only mad about it, there's some issues there. But one fascinating thing is, so it's an audio, recording, and then when you get, say, reported, that audio recording goes through a lot of different, basically AI devices to figure out what you said and what was basically troubling to them, and then they take action. And again, now this is something that happens across the board, right? Basically, it's become where, so you get reported. There's not going to be an actual human being that listens through the transcript or listens to your audio and says, okay, well, this is what they meant by it. That would be the best way, because you could understand sarcasm and you could understand. And by the way, I'm not saying that there's no bad stuff that goes on, okay, in these chat rooms. I'm sure there's god-awful stuff. I don't participate, right? But sometimes there are things said out of context or whatever. You can make a case for it. And I get that humans, if there's like 20,000 reportings every day, humans can't do that, so you have to bring in AI, I guess, at some point. But still, that becomes troubling. Being a YouTuber, I know, an AI kind of system that just monitors everything on YouTube. I understand how that goes bad very, very quickly. It gets confused very easily. It doesn't understand certain things, all the time. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. Like, I get it. I get the use of AI. At its core, it's like, well, I guess it makes sense, right? Because again, there's so many reports, say, a day. It's just, you got to take it and put it through something. But that leads a lot of times to error, because it can't tell, oftentimes what you're saying or, whatever. I really think that it's going to be used. And I guess I'm only focusing on like the wild sides of it, but it's going to have a lot of issues. It's going to have a lot of issues, and it's going to create false, there's going to be reports, whether they're false or not, right? Whether they're trying to get somebody banned or whether they actually think somebody should get banned. And then the actual, going through the process of listening, that it's going to have some wild moments where it decides somebody who is completely good is banned. And it's going to maybe even sometimes decide a person that's completely bad and deserves to be banned is good. It's going to have those moments. And it's not going to be great. So, look, at the end of the day, you can call me whatever you want, considering I'm talking about Overwatch 2, and I have no intention. I actually did. I swear to you, okay? I'll put my hand on whatever, thing you want me to put it on. As this game was going, I skipped Overwatch, but I had said during live streams and stuff, I would like to experience what Overwatch even is, and I want to kind of jump in with the second one. There is no way. There's no way. And there's other stuff that's been going on that affects like the core game of Overwatch 2 that people are not, very happy about. This is not the first thing, but this absolutely is like a no-go for me. I would do this to any game that implements these kind of devices. Immediately would be a no. I just think it's continuing to hurt the brand. I don't think Overwatch is, they're really pulling a lot of liberties with Overwatch because of the name. They're saying, well, it's Overwatch. We can kind of do whatever we want. I don't think you can indefinitely. I think eventually that's going to come back to haunt you. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you play it, if you don't care, but you find it interesting like me, but let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's video.